It's Splash again. For context, I'm using Microsoft David's voice since my actual voice is suffering these days. Also, I have soft spot for this voice. The creator of Undertale, Toby Fox, uses this as well. Here's my code word for today. I'm wearing Emily Temple cute, lace hard print OP from I think around year 2000. I'm wearing a wire head camisole on top. My headdress is from a Japanese indie brand called Kuro to Iro. I love this headdress a lot, especially because the fabric for the black areas actually has some floral patterning as well, but you can only see that when up close or checking the underside. The rosary necklace is from Neon Glass and the accessories are from Heart E and Milk. I wear a lot of music accessories since I played a lot of violin and piano up until college. The etc. dress has pockets on both sides. I'll be doing a lot of pocket talk in this video, so I hope you're ready. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to preface that not all pieces in here are old school, but it's just going with the vibe. First is this angelic pretty OP set from 2005. This one is up for trades on my trade list, the doc is the video description. It has a detachable sleeves and a built-in petticoat. It'd be really good for someone with a tiny bust, otherwise it ends up a little boxy looking like it does on me. I wouldn't mind the look overall, but comfort-wise could still be better, so I'd like to trade it. It's got the nice older A.P tag. This is an old school JSK from Angelic Pretty. I don't know an actual name for it or have any other additional info on it. This one is also on my trades list, though I'm a bit less hesitant to let go of it overall since it fits nicely and is just a very unique piece to me. It has front shirring when most other pieces do back shirring, and the frills and self-fabric tiering are done in a way that AP just never does anymore. Top bodice also doesn't have the shiny poly lining, so it's perfect potential to wear blouseless. Old AP tag. Angelic Pretty Lace Up JSK from 2003. This one has an even older tag which is on white with a more vampire-y font. The fit is a bit more high-waisted than I prefer, so I haven't done much with this yet, but hope to find more ways to wear this out more. I got it for extra cheap since the blacks have become super faded over time. It almost looks brown in some spots. The previous owner said it's sun damage, which checks out. Keep your pieces outside of direct sunlight, folks. But yeah, most people won't notice much, especially for the casual instances I would wear this on. Love the lace on the top bodice area so much. Angelic Pretty Lace Up Hard Pocket JSK from 2006. Although the design and use of laces here are pretty peak to me, the pockets themselves actually aren't as useful as the pocket JSKs from Baby The Stars Shine Bright. I appreciate that the waistline is lower than Baby's pocket JSKs. I feel better with lower waistlines. AP re-releases similar versions nowadays, but I like these older ones significantly more. It's still one of my absolutely favorite AP pieces that I don't ever intend to let go of. Angelic Pretty Beating Heart JSK from 2009. This is a peak what I would call transitional piece in my opinion. A lot of old schoolers would say old school ended in around 2006 or even earlier. I feel like there are still a lot of old school leaning pieces up through almost 2010, but this whole ballpark of 2007 to 2010 or 2011-ish has a lot of pieces I would consider transitional, before things really went deep into over-the-top sweet. Angelic Pretty Eternal Doll OP 2025. I committed hard on this piece once I saw the news about it. They've re-released it once since then. I wonder if they'll re-release it even more after this, because it's their peak piece this year in my opinion. The one benefit of being a newer AP piece is that, there are 2x pockets. The piece itself has lots of beautiful torchon lace and is full shirred for comfort. It's not high-waisted, which is great, too. I do just really wish the lining wasn't icky shiny poly lining. It means I need to wear another piece below this. This came with a detachable collar that I like too, but I also generally prefer wearing this without the collar. This here is a simple handmade black cat OP. This is using a commercially available pattern with cats and ribbons printed all around it. I've seen other brands like Heavenly Garden and Physical Drop use this pattern to make some one-off pieces. It was cheap and has pockets on both sides. Physical Drop Tuck JSK from 2023. This is one my first Physical Drop pieces. It's all polyester, but it has pockets on both sides and is great to layer with other pieces. The front collar bit is removable, it's just there to add more frills to the look. I commonly pair it with the gingham piece I'll show next. Physical Drop Long Sleeve Retro OP from 2024. The front bow is just a clip, a nicely made one. The waist ties I keep detached on the hanger. This one also has its own pockets. Metamorphose Melody Note JSK with belt from 2006. My swap meet friend has or had the red one of this that she was selling the last time we tabled. I wonder if she was able to sell hers yet. I like this colorway, so I'm good with what I have here. Unfortunately, it does have the shiny poly lining, but the cotton outside is really soft, and I love the pattern used for this music themed JSK. Metamorphose Sailor OP from 2005. This one is more correctly black x white colorway, but when you're just casually looking at it, it's just gray, right? That's because it has really thin black and white stripes all over. I love that this piece is lined in comfy cotton. It strangely has a side zip, and the zipper ends at the armpit. It does help with putting it on, which can be really awkward otherwise. Definitely the markings of an older piece. Metamorphose Sailor Short Sleeve OP Monochrome from 2008. I'm really happy to have gotten this second hand. It has belt loops but didn't come with its original belt, which works out really great with me because I have a set of belt pockets that I love using with this piece. The belt pockets are from a Peace Now vest. There's a lot of cat fur on this piece, so much I absolutely had to pull out the lint roller for this one. I did a bunch of vacuuming after this video, but oof, there will be a lot more cat fur to be seen throughout this. I'm sorry. Metamorphose Sailor Tuck Flare JSK from 2010 in white colorway. It came to me with stains near this left pocket, but I was able to OxiClean it out without issues. OxiClean is good. The pockets are a bit small, but they work well enough. The Lolibrary entry says it's only 67 length, but this only accounts from the bodice and downwards. Since the straps are quite adjustable, it adds a lot of length and this ends up being the more typical 90 cm length you'd see from most JSKs. Metamorphose Sailor OP from 2010. By some twist of fate, I was able to get these literally one day in between from different second-hand places. This is my favorite cut of Meta Sailor pieces all in all because of the lower waistline, sailor tie, and pockets on both sides. They fit a phone, decently enough. Metamorphose Ladder Lace Pin Tuck Ribbon JSK from 2024. In retrospect, I don't like these large bows on the top bodice much. But it does use a lot of nice torchon lace, and it has two great inseam pockets. The full back shirring makes it very comfy, so there's no need for zippers. If Meta comes out with another good black and white piece like this with lots of great torchon again, with the pockets again, with 100% cotton again, With a design I like better overall, then I would get it and then sell this one. Metamorphose Nostalgic Traumarateur JSK from 2024. I got the matching blouse plus cape set with this as well. I love the colors on this, I love the pockets, but I don't love that it's done in TC poly. Meta hyped this set a lot at I think it Cats Yukon. I was ready to get it in black and white too, but then I found out it was TC poly and went with only this colorway. Metamorphose Music Note Embroidery JSK from 2007. I have this up on my trades list, as I can't get myself to fully be willing to sell this. I love the music embroidery so much. I love the gray and black combo, though this is also why I like the nostalgic Traumare set I got too. The thing about this piece is that it's really high-waisted. The bodice area looks terrible on me unless I wear a cardigan over it. This piece also has the most useless case of buttons on the shoulder straps, because they aren't even used for adjusting size. I suppose if you manually sewed the buttons in a new spot, you could do that, but there's actually no other reason for these straps to be buttoned. I keep the removable bow on the zipper since I keep forgetting that this piece has a bow at all. The bow does help the look of the bodice a tiny bit. Metamorphose Short Sleeve Shirring OP with Collar from 2001. I recently got to see a lot of beautiful inspiration with this cut and I hope to be able to follow suit by layering it with other pieces for use in colder weather, and also adding aprons to it since that would give it pockets. I'm really excited for it, as otherwise I was initially a little conflicted about the high waist look this gives on me. This is one of the rare meta OPs with no shiny poly lining. Metamorphose Pintuck Frill OP from 2007. I love the corset lacing on the sleeves. I think people potentially mistake this for the 2001 release of the same piece. The 2001 release doesn't have a built-in petticoat while the 2007 one does. As this has the built-in petticoat, it should be the 2007 release. I have this up on my trade list, but I do still quite like it in the meantime for being a high neck, full front button Kuro piece. Metamorphose Sleeve Lacing OP with Gathered Collar from 2003. Also has a built-in petticoat. I have to admit upfront that I like the overall silhouette of this OP more than the Pintuck Frill OP, so that's why I'm okay with trading Pintuck Frill OP. This OP, in comparison, has some awesome torchon lace which I'm a sucker for. I guess one thing Pintuck Frill OP has that I like more than this one is that this one uses satin lace, and I don't particularly like the shine that the satin lace gives to this piece. But that's just me being extra picky in the end. I should just deal with it. Hello Kiryu. Based Kiryu in Cornet. Well, this is a Cornet OP from around 2005 to 2008. That's right, shirring. Cornet OPs are really amazing and not very well documented, and for the most part, they don't have shirring. But this one does. It makes the piece so comfortable. I really wish more Cornet pieces had shirring. Anyway, I love this piece so much because not only does it have full front buttoning, it has detachable sleeves. Look at that beautiful back shirring. Even the sleeves have shirring. Cornet uses lots of different types of lacing and frills. This has self frills, eyelets, cotton lace, and all the other nice combinations that other brands these days just don't have the guts to do anymore. Herham Rebecca OP and Apron Combo. Herham has really lovely all cotton pieces and are great with including pockets. I love this apron so much that I got it in the black colorway too. All of these pieces, I've managed to get second hand at discount though, and they're very worth it. The OP is great for layering or just wearing it on its own, with its own pockets. Alice Girl Margaret Doll JSK. This is one of my earliest JSKs I got from the Dobeo store listing, back when I was first starting to get into gingham patterns. While I still love it, I might put it up straight for sale someday since reach for other gingham pieces these days. I'm even lazy to add it to my trades list because most people I interact with aren't that interested in trading for Chinese brands. The cotton lining really is comfy too, so I've been lazy to actually let this go. And it is comfy, being in size L, which I tend to do a lot for Chinese brands. It's future-proofing. Angelic Pretty's Cutie School JSK from 2014. This is maybe the second gingham piece I ever got after Alice Girl, and I still love it since it has a pocket and it's generally comfy as long as I wear something underneath it. It's a good piece for casual runs. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Karami Gingham OP from 2012. I reach for this piece a lot because the piece is in full cotton, including the lining. So great in the summertime. The gingham is super small, and the small lace uses gives this a bit of a pink house vibe. The large collar is kind of sailor-like and I love all the torchon lace it uses. It's just such a great piece when I don't feel like denying the little Bo Peep callouts. Her. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Gingham Check Princess OP from 2006. Here's a piece I front load picked up before de minimise left us. It's such a simple fully shirred OP, and again with no shiny poly lining. Such a good piece that I'm surprised I don't see more people with it. I want to coord with it soon, but it's also getting cold here again, so I might try layering it with things under. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Gingham Check Creeping Rose Doll OP set. Like the previous two OPs, this is also all cotton. But contrary to the hype around this set, I don't like the fit on me personally as much as the two before it. It's actually quite high-waisted, and the bodice area looks strange on me as a short person. It's a bit better if I let my hair cover up the front bodice, because all the other parts about this dress are as beautiful as hyped. Lots of layered torchon lace, and the black contrasts are on point. I'm open to trading it for other wishlist ops, if the right opportunity comes. Heart E-Music Note Print Princess JSK from 2004. I'm so happy to have it in this black and gray colorway. The top part of the bodice is velveteen. It doesn't hold a petticoat at all, and that's fine. I hope to wear it for more casual outings. Love the music note patterns. Atelier Pierrot Corset Belt OP. I'm not sure of the release date, but I'm estimating around 2011. There's a similar corset belt up from this year that mentions a white colorway and has the same silhouette, but the fabric on mine still seems different. Whatever the case, this is a rare Atelier Pierrot main piece in cotton, although it still uses a lot of poly lining unfortunately. I still quite like it and it's great for shiro looks. Black piece now shirt OP from 2009. There's a pretty black X silver version of this too, and the lace down here is a lot more visible on that one. At least I got this unused and new with tag at a good price, and this is really great for my Kuro Lifu. It's got the shiny poly lining, so I would use this in layering with other things under it. This Emily Temple OP is from the mid-1990s and it has pockets on both sides. It's wonderful. Unfortunately, it's a hint tight on me. If a size 160 version is out there, I would absolutely love to trade for it. But what are the chances? This is potentially on my altering list if I don't find another way to go about it. I suppose I would need to add to the two sides since it's a back zip. In contrast, this Emily Temple Tier JSK in white is a great fit thanks to the back shirring. This piece also has pockets. It came to me with some stains that I was able to get out easily with OxyClean, and now it's an absolute peak Shiro piece with pockets that I'll never let go of. It's a bit sheer, so I'll have fun coming up with combos to wear under it. It's thanks to this piece and a couple OPs that I'll show later that I feel really satisfied with Shiro in my wardrobe. There aren't too many opportunities for me to do Shiro because they stain so easily, and I need to eat, okay. Even an apron can only do so much to protect Shiro. All in all, I'll think about doing more Shiro anyway because OxyClean batches are quite easy for me to do now. Emily Temple Striped Shirring OP from 1999. I decided long ago that I wouldn't go deep into Saks colorways, however I made an exception for this particular piece. The skirt area is so full. It's full front button, fully shirred, and has pockets. This is also a great piece to layer with and do Alice-inspired looks. I'm really happy to have this. Shirley Temple Black Cat Polka Dot Print JSK from 2015. Shirley Temple is Emily Temple Cute's children's line, but I'm good with a lot of 160 size pieces, and even 150 can be okay if shirring is involved. This one has good back shirring, with no zipper. Adjustable straps. An adorable cat applique. It's quite soft. I get compliments on this a lot, and that makes me happy since I love cats so much. Emily Temple Cute Sausage Sleeve OP from probably year 2001. I absolutely love the sausage sleeves on this, however the piece itself is a bit high-waisted. I'm open to trading it, but it would have to be for absolute wishlist pieces. The materials is a really unique blend of 50% cotton and 50% Junran, which from my research is a type of nylon. It's pretty comfy and I don't have sensory issues with it. It vaguely reminds me of corduroy with how the fabric has striped texture all along it. I love the pleats and everything too. But yeah, the sausage sleeves, neckties, it's so Lolita. Emily Temple and Emily Temple Cute really have such peak pieces. Choco Chip Cookie Unknown OP. I estimated it to be around 2005 to 2009 as Choco Chip Cookie has a lot of similar pieces from around this time period. This one is a super short length at only 74 centimeters length when most pieces are 90 centimeters. Any bloomers I wear with this will peek out quite a bit, and that's the point. Great full shirring as well. However, a thing to note is that the shoulder elastics are extremely tight on this, so tight that it kinda threatens my arm circulation. I wouldn't wear this all day. Next couple pieces aren't old school by any means, but they go into my Kuro side and are good gauze cotton, so I'm putting them here anyway. This is Alice and the Pirates monochrome gauze shirt dress from 2024. A lot of gauze releases will leave parts unfinished, so that's why you'll see a lot of threading. It's part of the look. It's great for Halloween. The sleeves are hooked on real cool and all, and the front piece is detachable. I keep a black headdress from another brand on here with it as I often pair them together. More on that in my headdress video. Anyway, love how this is full front zip, with belts, and all that punk jazz. Super comfy piece. Alice and the Pirates got me 2 years in a row with their cotton gauze releases. The Beast Night Halloween gauze shirt OP from this year is so good. The dropped waist and short length at 82 centimeters make me think of a couple other pieces on my wish list. For example, Baby's Jing Ermine OP. I know Ginger Man Up has shiny poly lining though, so I've lowered it from my absolute top tier of desired pieces thanks to this piece. AATP is GOAT for this. It's also fully buttoned at the front. The buttons in the skirt area are hidden. Thank you Alice and the Pirates. Here's an old AATP OP, their Sailor OP from 2005 in navy. I haven't been able to find this in any other colorway. I would love the black and white colorway someday, but it's not really a high priority since I have so many black and white pieces already. I'm happy to have this in navy. I love that this is a full button-down piece. It didn't come with its original detachable sailor sash, but that's fine. I think the detachable sleeves aren't the originals either, but I love them anyway and can mix it up with other stuff if I want to. Right now, I have it paired with this angelic pretty sailor cat necklace. NA+H, puff sleeve OP set. NA+H items are quite expensive, but their cotton quality is really worth it. The cotton is on the thicker side than what you'd find from every other brand, and their tailoring is really on point. The puff sleeves are quite dramatic when I wear this, and the fit kind of leans towards a high-waisted look that I'm not too sure about, but I should find more opportunities to wear this piece and see what kind of looks I can do with it. I love the choker that it comes with, which is a bit roomier than the velveteen version they have. Here's an old school corduroy OP made by Rarita's Angel Wardrobe. Well, here's my chance to talk about corduroy. When I was little, like maybe 8 or 9 years old, I had a pair of corduroy overalls that the other kids in my class would bully me about. My memory of it isn't completely clear, so they might have been bullying me more for the fact that they were overalls rather than whatever material it was made out of, but even back then, I was really attached to them because of the corduroy fabric it used. It was really soft and textured in all the good sensory ways for me. So I love seeing people make things with this soft cotton corduroy, and I'm really happy to have a black and white piece repping it all the way. But yeah, bullies can go take a hike. Baroque Chat Noir Sailor OP. Baroque is a Korean indie brand that is picking up more in JP market quite recently these days. Although I love meta sailor pieces, this is actually my most favorite sailor piece to wear overall. It has great inseam pockets, its full button front, skirt has so much flair to it, the lace is quite unique and beautiful, and it's in full cotton. So many good things about this piece. Emily Temple Cute Alice Print JSK from 2003. This is a simple fully shirt JSK with sundress straps that I was able to get cheap second hand. It's absolute great, all cotton Emily Temple Cute peak except it doesn't have pockets, but that's okay. Another Emily Temple Cute piece, cherry embroidery sundress also from 2003. Also has full shirring, but with embroidered cherries instead of Alice print. We have an annual local cherry festival here, and I look forward to likely wearing this one to it next year. I'll also look forward to wearing it blouseless and such more too. Right now it's getting cold again. Shirley Temple Music Note Lace Polka Dot Sundress JSK from 2004. Despite being 160 size, it's actually too tight for my bust since there's no shirring. I'm still able to wear it as a skirt in the meantime, which I'm fine with, and I love it too much to let go of it, and it also has a pocket. I twinned with a Dear.com member with this. Time to get into Baby the Stars Shine Bright. This is Baby's Cherry Bouquet Print OP from 2005. Similarly to the Shirley Temple piece before this, the fit on the top half isn't the best, although I can still wear this one. Therefore, I end up using this as a skirt. If that were the case, then actually there is a skirt only cut that is pretty much the exact same as the OP, but with OP actually has more waist space. Anyway, I wore this to this year's Cherry Festival and had a great time. I don't normally go for prints, but I made an exception for specific things such as cherry motifs like this one. I'm pretty set with cherry items now. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Marguerite Presage Baby Doll JSK from 2020. Many people are familiar with the classic Baby Doll series, but how many of them know about the gingham variation of it? And how many know that unlike the usual baby doll, this is in pure cotton including the lining? So comfy. It's perfect for blouseless looks, which I did here with a cut sew on top. I love this piece so much. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Cheryl Lacey JSK. I thought it was going to be an older release because the seller didn't have the bow, but I checked the product number on the tag when I got it and was a bit surprised to see that it's from just earlier in the year. Baby puts their product number on their main piece tags, finally. Well, thankfully, I don't care for bows, so it's well worth getting this for 1/3 the price just for missing the bow. This is a great piece that is fully in cotton including the lining, making it perfect to do blouseless as well. The tearing is great too. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Mocherie OP from 2011 in white. This is another beautiful, full cotton piece. I keep the detachable bows in a separate place. I gave this a nice oxyclean and it came out beautifully. I have this piece up on my trades list and will put it up on Lace Market eventually, likely if it doesn't sell at my next swap meet, as I found that it was too similar to another OP that satisfies this Shiro spot in my wardrobe, but this is still such a lovely piece. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Ribbon JSK from 2012 Lucky Pack. This is a simple and comfy JSK with mini sleeves that pretty much makes it closer to an OP. It has also full back shirring. I had an angelic pretty OP that was similar to this, that also had full back shirring. I traded it for a wire head piece, so I was happy to get another simple back shirring piece back in my wardrobe. I've seen versions with the bow up under the yoke where I have it, or instead at the waist front. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Baby Doll JSK from 2012. I actually got Baby Doll direct from Baby Japan in 2023, but then was able to find someone sell an older version still new with tag that I also decided to get. I was able to compare the two directly. The lace on the older Baby Doll is actually smaller than their current one, which I liked more overall, so I stuck with it. Not to mention that this version is also made in Japan, while their newer ones are usually outsourced to other countries. Baby the Stars Shine Bright from Baby Doll JSK from 2018 in green. This green goes perfectly with Pokémon Sprigatito, so I wore this for Pokémon Go Sprigatito Community Day. I don't play Pokémon Go nearly as much as I used to, but just saying I've still got my 100% IV shiny and non-shiny Mewtwo's LOL. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Milfeuille JSK from 2021. Unfortunately, the straps are a bit stretched out from the previous owner keeping it hung on a hanger, so I have it pinned up a bit scuffed up in the back. The piece is otherwise in great condition otherwise, so I've still been curating it as is. The top bodice doesn't have the shiny poly lining, so I can technically do this blouseless, but I feel like the bodice really wants to invite layering, so I usually still layer with this. I have the same JSK in black colorway as well. It's different enough from Cheryl Lacey for the Kuro wardrobe, with all that beautiful lace in the bodice and tiers. The Kuro doesn't end there, not at all. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Dessert OP, I have this from both 2014 and 2024, both second hand at nice prices. Dessert OP is great and full cotton, and it's quite recognizable from the silhouette it gives and the dot patterning on the fabric. So the thing about having two of these is because the 2024 one I got first, and I do kind of like having the bow up at top instead of at the waist. The bow is sewn on in both versions. However, the thing about my 2014 one is that a previous owner redyed this piece to make the blacks darker, and I actually really like that. You can see the brand tag has black dye as well. You can directly compare how much darker the black is on the old 2014 one compared to 2024. It's a bit tricky to see it in my lighting, maybe. But yeah, I'm just apt to keep both of them, lol, maybe I'll be willing to trade one of them, but baby re-releases this piece regularly enough that I don't know who would want to trade this for one of the obscure things I'd rather have. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Marie Sailor JSK and Head Bow Set from 2013. There are multiple cuts for this piece, but I'm glad to have gotten this JSK for fairly cheap. I do have the KC for this, but it's ridiculously tiny and doesn't look great on me, so I'd rather use any other head accessory lol. The embroidered text here is French with probably some bad ASCII warping. If it was spelled correctly, it would translate roughly to every day, Marie is saddened by the idea of studying. I relate to this greatly since one of my old mottos back when I was in school was studying is short for student dying. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Rosalia Ribbon JSK from 2009. To me, this is the predecessor of Ribbon Milky Sugar JSK which baby often re-releases. But I like Rosalia Ribbon considerably more for its shorter length. Another good black and white piece I'm happy to have. After having the velveteen ones for a while and admiring this particular colorway for so long, I finally got this direct from baby's store. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Lace Frill JSK in black and white. An absolute classic that does get re-released regularly, and I'm just glad for it. It really is beautiful and perfect for all that torchon lace. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Sapphire Yale JSK from 2005. I traded another one of my black and white JSKs for this. It uses some really neat lace, and what's even more special is the absolutely giant back bow it has. It's so big and heavy that I need to leave it off the button or else it pulls it down a lot. I think a previous owner sewed on part of the bow on one side. As I mentioned earlier, I normally don't care for bows, but this is one exception I can go with. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Maison de Petite Ribbon Long JSK from 2021. This one is an interesting long piece that I don't see many people with. I absolutely love the full front buttoning, and it's also full cotton. The material is on the thin side, but it's still great quality and so easy to layer with. It's very much baby on Pink House vibes. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Hawase Embroidery Doll OP Set. I have an interesting set where the previous owner modified the headdress to make the flower parts detachable clips. They also sewed in some of the lace so that they wouldn't come undone. I do this with some of my pieces anyway, and all of these alterations were quite welcome. I am seriously considering this to be the piece I get cremated or whatever in. I also have Hawase in white. Having this is why I have Ma Cherie OP up for trades. Let's trade. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Little Red Riding Hood JSK from 2012. This is another piece I'm surprised I don't see more often. Its not too hidden secret is that its pockets are super roomy. But you won't see that in a lot of the stock photos because it comes with a detachable apron that covers the pockets. Welp. I don't wear my red colorways often enough because washing them is a scary process, but I hope to curd my red pieces more in the coming future. The massive pockets on this are an absolute boon. Continuing on red, Baby the Stars Shine Bright Little Red Riding Hood JSK from 2015. Mine is missing the bottommost button, but not like it's noticeable at all. I love that it has a hood and visible pockets, and the sleeves are amazing. Even though they're detachable sleeves, I haven't worn them without the sleeves thus far. I may consider trading the red colorway, because realistically I end up reaching for the black and white one more. I went extra on this, and so I have the black and white one from different years. The laces are slightly different between the years, but other than that, the only real difference is that the ribbon placement was changed from the detachable sleeve to the arm section. I subtly like the lace on the older one more. It's tighter and feels more cohesive to me overall. At the same time, I like both of them anyway, so for the meantime, I just have both. Ma'am. Continuing on being extra, here I'll start on Baby the Stars Shine Bright Scallop Hem JSK. The black and white pocket JSK that Baby re-releases consistently. This is the modern rendition, and perhaps one day I'll just put this up for trades. That's because I have two other versions of this. And yet another one if you include my Velveteen one, which I put in my Velveteen video. Anyway, this is my 2002 one which looks wonderfully old. The older pocket JSKs don't have shirring in the back, but the fit is actually about the same. Since I can wear them fine, it just lets me not have to deal with shirring stretching across me. Less sensory to deal with. Another important thing to note is many of the older pocket JSKs don't have any shiny poly lining on the inside, whereas all the newer ones do now. I just want to avoid the shiny sweat trappers as much as I can. Here's my other hem scallop JSK, from 2005. I love the zigzag lace and this one has the detachable yoke. Gosh, I just love these older hem scallop JSKs a lot. There are so many subtle variations to them over the years, but all of the recent ones have been the same old same old. Here's the hem scallop JSK from 2003 in red. This one has a detachable yoke too, and uses different lace. So simple yet good, I look forward to wearing this one out more since I got it recently. I also have this cut in black. The specific year release can be difficult to decipher since old stock photos don't have good close-ups on the lace differences. I'm so fascinated by all the variations over these earlier years, it's a bit sad that they're all similar once they started putting the shiny poly lining in. So far, I've settled on this one being from 2006 or 2007, but if anyone can enlighten me on a better confirmation, I'm all open ears. Anyway, this Kuro one turned out to be one of my ultimate favorites, mostly because Kuro is one of those slow burns for me. I just love Kuro more and more over time. Baby the Stars Shine Bright Little Kitten Witch JSK. I wanted to get the original release so much but lost the online bloodbath for just the JSK. I was able to get the cape and bonnet from this set back then, and then I asked 10 shishops to do the lottery for the JSK for me. I lost the lottery, but there was so much demand for the release that Baby decided to do a re-release some months later and everyone in the lottery would have the option to get the re-release guaranteed, so I went for it. I think this was such a bloodbath because the bodice is really beautiful, and it has a pocket. Why doesn't Baby do more pockets in these releases? It's so peak. Going to end this Baby section with Elizabeth OP. I got the 2023 set direct from Baby. I also have the JSK Plus blouse set in black. I also have the shorter sleeve version in black and white. Yeah, it's Elizabeth. On to other brands. This is Hoshi Bakko Works Sweet Dream JSK. I got second hand for about $80 shipped in 2023, but they actually still offer this on their web shop from last I checked. Hoshi Bakko always uses unusual blends in their materials and aren't very transparent about it, so you can take that as you will. Fortunately, I found this one to be really nice. On the site, it says it's a cotton and spandex blend, but it feels like something viscose rayon etc. and a bit of cotton. Anyway, The two visible pockets are awesome and I like doing comfy looks with it. Victorian Maiden Lace Long Room Wear OP from 2012. This is a full button cotton piece I really like. Victorian Maiden really nails down the silhouette for me when the piece fits. There are many VM pieces that I probably wouldn't fit because of my bust. Victorian Maiden Capelia Doll OP from 2020. This is one of their rarer modern all-cotton pieces, as normally they line everything else in sweat-trapping polyester like most other brands. But this one, with its elegant sleeves and low neckline, are peak. And this is my favorite colorway for this release, although the other colorways are quite beautiful as well. The cotton for this is really unique. It's sheer in areas and has a texture that feels closer to a rough linen. Sadly, it does use some tulle lace, but you can hardly see it when worn. Here are a couple Rose and Neverland pieces, a Chinese brand. This is their Edelberg Rose long-sleeved OP which I got in both black and white. They've since released short-sleeve versions of these which I honestly love a lot, but now de minimise is gone and I hesitate to start up another Dobeo order. I'm really happy with these though. The cotton is really thick, and there are two inseam pockets. It's amazing. If I have to be completely honest though, I don't like the use of satin in the upper area here. This is reason why I didn't get the black X white version, since the checker satin pattern is really obvious on it. But yeah, other than the collar and satin areas, it's full of really nice lace. I'm even considering serging off the satin ribbons. I probably won't bother for a while yet, but I'm considering it lol. Moi-même moitié, mais Lily JSK. Well, this was released this year. I missed the original release but decided to get it when it came up second hand for about the same price. This is the rare piece that moitié did in cotton, although it's still lined in poly. But it's not the shiny sweat-trapping poly, so I can tolerate it better. Anyway, it's finally time I had something with moitié's signature blue since my other pieces of theirs are either black or black and white, and I decided this would be the piece. So yeah, other than that, I have moitié's Catherine OP from 2018, which is all cotton. I also have the short sleeve version they released in 2019. Sadly, even the re-releases of this OP are in poly blends now. No thanks from me. Lolita Muslin Square Neck Bondage OP with Choker. Lolita is located in the UK and makes some really cool pieces like this. I really liked the look of this, especially with the choker, and had to get it. It's of course excellent for the straight jacket look, but you can pull up the sleeves and wear it as a normal OP. The muslin cotton fabric is really soft, it's literally the stuff they use for certain medical uses, made into a full OP. I dig it. I'll be taking good care of it. Here's a fully shirred OP from Kire Kama, who is another UK-based old schooler who makes really nice pieces. Super simple and comfy piece that I wear out casually a lot. Time to go into my maximum pieces. Starting off with the Sweet JSK from 2010. This is such a good staple piece to have. Love all the zigzaggy lace on it. This piece originally had a detachable bow and mine didn't come with it, but no complaints for me as I got this really cheap and love it so much as is. My favorite thing about Mam's pieces is that they're just simple cotton goodness, no shiny sweat trapping poly lining to deal with. This extends to their OPs as well. Utter peak. This is their torchon lace OP from 2002. I have the detachable sleeves on the hanger at the moment. This originally came with a collar that uses a lot of that awesome zigzaggy lace, which I would very much like to still get, but what are the chances of that happening? In the meanwhile, there are many ways I can work around it, so I'm still super happy with this piece. So much good lace. Here's the shirring satin ribbon OP from 2003, which is my most comfy Mam OP all around. This is thanks to the front shirring. I love the tears on the skirt and the ribbons being tied on front. Oops, I have them undone here, but oh well. Exposed. I just had this cleaned after curating it right before doing this video. Here's a butterfly JSK from I estimated around 2006, but I don't have an exact date. I noted that it's only 83 centimeters length, which is extra short, and this is great for punk looks. They've made variations of this JSK with different symbols like a crown instead of butterfly, things like that. Next up, I have the gorgeous OP from 2002, which is my absolute favorite of the MAM OPs, although honestly I love all of them so much, I don't see myself letting go of any of them ever. I've made some good memories with this OP. The lace is really just, for lack of a better way to put it, gorgeous. And I love the slight flaring on the sleeves. This is Splash from a later day dropping in to show the gorgeous OP some more, this time in the black colorway. That's right, I love it so much I had to get it in black too. I just got this in from a trade for a baby 2001 velveteen OP I had. While I loved that OP, I didn't feel the cut itself didn't suit me the way I liked, and it was in the white colorway, which was my least wanted colorway for that piece. I have other white velveteen I prefer, and my desires for Kuro are infinite lol. So this came up. I did it as a partial trade since the velveteen piece was more valuable, and minor bit, but this didn't come with its waist ties, which is completely fine with me. I'm super happy with this trade. I just love MAM pieces so much. I'm wearing a black MAM headdress that I've had for a while. It was waiting for a fellow MAM piece like this to match it. AHH, so lovely. But yeah, okay, back to other pieces. Stepping back into EU indies, this is Summer Tales Boutique Nostalgia Lace Cross JSK from 2021. I normally don't go for pieces with really obvious crosses but I made an exception for this piece for a few reasons. This uses a comfy viscose lining. It has a pocket. It's actually so good that I can just wear it as a skirt by wearing a blouse over it if I really wanted to, and that I have done. I'll look forward to wearing it in many other ways too. Now we're onto my wirehead pieces. These are all very peak. This is Wirehead Rose Lace Shirring JSK from 2023. Somehow, this has had at least 2 other owners before me, and I can only keep being thankful that they decided to pass this up, because I love this JSK so much. The lace is absolutely peak. It's also made in a thicker cotton than usual, which I really appreciate. Absolutely amazing quality. Pardon the cat fur again, please. But I'm just super happy to have this. Here's Wirehead Linen Shirring JSK from 2023. Peak linen piece. This piece is so perfect for the random times it gets ridiculously hot here, like at 100 degrees, which was exactly the day I had this pic taken with a German hot dog we got at a local Oktoberfest lol. I got a lot of compliments for this one. Shiro linen was perfect for this day and I had such a good, comfy time. Wirehead Long Shirring JSK from 2023. I recently picked this piece up from another owner for a nice discount, since there was some mystery staining towards the bottom. I can hardly see it in person, but it comes up a bit on camera, ? Worth it? I may invest in black dyes in the future, someday. Wirehead Square Neck Shirring OP from 2024. The sausage sleeve effect on this is absolutely drop dead gorgeous. All of Wirehead's pieces that I have are just pure peak, super comfortable, super flattering, super high quality. If you've made it far enough into this video, then please know I have every reason to keep this to the end, because these, along with I'd say my MAM pieces, are my absolute favorite things here. They're a full tier above angelic pretty, baby, meta, etc. for these main pieces. Just absolute peak. I know I'm repeating myself a lot for this, but I just have to. There's not much more to say other than to just love everything I see about it. Wirehead Rose Lace OP from 2023. Pardon the B-roll. I got this in a trade for one of my angelic pretty OPs, and it was a great trade. This exact piece is featured in Cynical Neo-Princessism's blog about where to get Oldschool. It's beautiful with its low neckline, but it's also fun to layer collars and other things with it. Absolutely, absolutely love this. Wirehead Cotton Shirring OP from 2025. The early half of 2025 is definitely the year I hawked Wirehead releases, well knowing that Orange Man was eventually going to make things nutty in the second half of the year. I got their beautiful Kuro OP in both the medium and long length. I love the sausage sleeves on both of these so absolutely much. As always, they are super comfortable with their full shirring, and they're flexible to layer with other things, or to wear on their own. These are peak Kuro pieces, hands down. Finally, my last piece before de minimis left us. Wirehead Linen Shirring OP and Rose Lace Choker. I do believe the bodice on this one is overall a bit more sheer than the linen JSK, so I'm apt to wearing something under this. I look forward to finding more ways to keyword this. Absolute peak once again. I was praying so hard to get Wirehead chokers before the SHIOT hit the fan. And my prayers were kind of answered. Along with this epic Shiro OP. I love Wirehead's white linen so much. I'm still praying on Neon Glass and Wirehead collab chokers again someday. That will be the ultimate peak. Okay, so that's all I have for this video. Maybe if there's enough interest from comments or such, I can post updates in a year or so. I'll note once again that my trades list and wish list are in description. Feel free to hit me up if you want to trade. And of course welcome any buyers on my listings. Let's keep the Lolita economy rolling together. Until then. See you next time. Please be kind.